I love Gav.
If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I.
Any new hunts? No. Listen, I had to check, okay? Hunt? Hunt? My only hunt right now is Barnabas. Don't you give me that look. I need to know if the hunt is there. Luckily for you, there is none. What if there is now that I've opened up a new part of the map, though? You know, what if now it's like, well, you know, you hadn't opened that gate yet, but now you have opened the gate. Bam, no. Oh, I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just gonna permaban whether or not it's a joke. Who knows? Who knows? God, I love that little freeze that it does. They're just like... It's always spiders. This little cliff is harder than the spiders are. Alright, can't go down that way yet. That way looks like a place for hunts later. Yeah, you thought you had me, huh? Hey, come here. Oh, he actually did get me. I thought the tree was going to protect me. Hey. Well, you can actually do a hunt train in this game. You wait till the very end of the game and then do them all at once. Bam, hunt train. That's basically how hunt trains in 14 work. Loot. Adamantite gauntlets. 500 HP. I don't particularly need it, but that's pretty cool. still, huh? Yeah, your food's right here. There you go. Chomp away. They have a new favorite spot for food. Hey, I remember this from the trailer. Okay, but new hunts? Okay. Listen, I had to know. What if the friends were the hunt we made along the way?
I've come for you, Barnabas.
Favorite icon? Not really. No.
Stay close, Torgal.
He'll turn to Fenrir when I limit break.
The tower. It's alive. More echoes. They seem to feed on ether. There shouldn't be any here.
What have you been doing this whole time? And elevator activate.
Bloody fallen. Why do all their floors seem to have a mind of their own?
Yeah, but I expected this one, Clive. Because why would you step on the elevator if you weren't going to use it? You ever seen someone get into an elevator and just be like, no, I'm just here? Don't worry, Torgal, I got you. From downtown. Come on, shoot something at me. That's not what I meant.
Too slow.
However, you did still kind of do what I asked. That's a door, and it is the door. Fight me! Fucking explodes. That way. I assume that Leviathan is not a hidden mother crystal, given that Waloed has fucking 3 dominants. And Rosaria has 2, and like, they're just not the only ones to have more than one. Probably just hasn't chosen a dominant in like hundreds of years. I probably should have checked the ATL, but I can check after this mission. It's almost like we have a feature to check these things. Oh, it missed. Alright, well, I was gonna try to do something like that. I'm on my way, Barnabas.
If I were Barnabas, where would I be? The top. So I could look down on the world.
Hey! Jesus, Lift, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Appreciate that a lot. These long hours make me appreciate things like that a whole lot more. As if I didn't already. Thank you for supporting the stream with the large amount of chaos. Listen, we may not be playing chaos game right now, but I'm always a fan of chaos. Thank you for supporting the stream. Anyone who got a sub from Lift, be sure to thank them. Enjoy your ad-free, enjoy your emotes. All that good-ish. What you got? What are you bringing down?
Farewell.
We're good. Hey, OSVR, thank you for the Prime sub. Hey, it's almost scam train time. We had a lot of almost scam trains in the last several days. It's because there's no sound effects for people to go nuts on, so not triggering it all the time. Just spamming E and Blitzball. So much E and Blitzball, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. No, you didn't hear any Blitzball. Nobody said that. Oh, hey, it's one of these things. I think I got him, Jim.
What was that thing?
Dead.
Hopefully there aren't any more.
That's what it was. Oh, by the way, I keep forgetting to do something here. Just remember, if a review said an enemy is an HP sponge, they just didn't know any better. I wouldn't exactly say my strategy there is an advanced one. I have a big fucking laser beam and I know how to use it. The Kamehameha? Oh, the cooldown doesn't seem to be too bad. Let me see if I can get an exact number. Doesn't have an exact number, but it's not that long. It's like a minute, I think. It could certainly be longer. Oh no, I've seen a few other people not have like crazy good staggers. I think a lot of people take getting to the stagger a little slow and then try to go nutso on the, I wonder if I can go both ways, by the way. If these are both the same thing. They take forever to get to the stagger because they don't want to use their skills. And then they try to unload everything in the stagger, and the stagger looks okay, but the fight still takes forever. That's why I still have Wicked Wheel, because Wicked Wheel is fucking ridiculous. Wicked Wheel and Impulse together just shred everything. I only have like 1 or 2 abilities max. There's no point in maxing an ability if you're not planning on equipping it on another icon, because mastering an iconic ability doesn't make it any more powerful. All right, time to do turn 2. Oh, that thing rolled over me, literally. Oh, okay. I mean, I saw that ability in a trailer, so I should have known. I thought it was going to do the upward swing again. This one's gonna be an ultra weak one just because I was afraid of that last thing. Still could have been worse as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so the mother node is coming out next, right? Oh, no, it's just another dude. I'll take it.
What's one more, eh, Toggle?
The Aurum Giant. Oh, at least behind fire this time. Oh.
Help me, boy. Nice
Ow. This guy doesn't know I fought Atlas. He was a little different. It was weird because he's slower than Atlas. Obliterated. Come on, no, throw another one at me. It's fine. It sure does. It slows down time in general. Only thing it doesn't slow is the limit gauge and how much it goes down, it seems. Show us the strength of your will. Okay.
Almost there.
I did what? 106,000 on one of my staggers? That I just did 100k. Oh, I mean, I did 100k stagger on the big dude in the hallway before.
He's here. I can feel him.
I can see it. I can feel it. Yeah, I had one a couple bosses ago. There's the mini boss dude. The other one. Well, I don't like that. Is that Grieger? That's some Fallen. It's probably Ultima, but still. Oh, good. Akashek. Looks like Ultima, but with less ugliness. Ultima's way more hideous than that thing.
The blade must ever feed if her edge is to remain keen.
Butcher.
What care you for these worthless creatures? They are nothing. Weak from the moment of their conception, ever longing for power not theirs to command, they turn unfailingly upon themselves. Like sheep, they roam in filthy flocks, eager to trample those few gifted a fleece of gold. Or that they might feel contentment with their pitiful existence. Prejudice and persecution, severance and strife, every earthly wrong springs from the malice in men's hearts. Malice born of the pain and suffering that is free will. Its corruption is gnawed at your being from the very moment of your birth.
You're wrong. It is no corruption. It is who I am. Every choice I make, right or wrong, gives me reason to carry on. And carry on I shall. Not as a puppet, but as a man. Which are you?
There was a time I too thought those the only choices.
What?
Long ago, God granted man the gift of magic. And with that gift did he build great civilizations. Yet over time, man lost sight of the gift's true meaning, stepping from the path of shared prosperity to one of avarice. He abandoned his creator for sword and flame, and through his folly, beckoned the blight. Yet, there were those few who refused to turn their eyes from the heavens, and they prayed to God that he might lead them back to righteousness. And the Lord, he did answer. Before the worthy shall the gates of paradise open. And so did I spread my arms to the ether, and cast my soul upon its gentle waters. I gave myself unto him. My worth proven, the Lord charged me thus. If your kind are to find salvation, they must be made to serve. You see, paradise lies but a single step away. Could we only take it? Could we only leave our transgressions behind? For none save the pure of heart and mind may set foot in the new world. I will save us. But it all begins and ends with you. You are the key, Mythos. And with this humble offering, shall I prove my faith once more.
So you forsook your kingdom. You forsook yourself to serve. Tell me, how is that living? What you seek to provide is not salvation. It's anything but. Life is about always having a choice. Take that away, and we might as well be dead.
Very well. Come then.
Show us the strength of your will.
Show us the strength of your will.
It's not the strength of my will that should worry you,
It's the strength of my sword.
but the weakness of yours.
Oh, well, that works too.
Your will the stronger. Prove it. By this day's end, you shall know the truth. I tire of this. You will.
Oh, I was gonna try to parry that. Oh, I got it on the recovery frames. That's the first time I've actually gotten it on the recovery frame.
Must I show you?
I was gonna say, I have to know if that worked.
You to serve as his vessel, and you cling to this foolish notion of hope when there is none. Fuck!
Hi.
Desperate, are we?
Plan didn't work there, pal.
Finally, we can begin. Yeah! Shown the path. Now you must follow it. Free yourself, Mythos. You will not defeat me otherwise.
We'll see.
Yeah, what he said.
Perhaps you still require persuasion.
Alright, should have stayed in the air. Got it. Alright, he's got a follow-up to that now. Nope, did not get that parry. Buddy. Got a lot of health.
What? I cannot be.
Defeated. You admitted defeat the moment you turned your back on us. when you turned your back on the truth, Barnabas. We are not as weak as your God believes.
Good move, Torgal.
Damn it.
Gav, remember when you wanted to come with me? I hope you can fucking see why I didn't want you to now.
What are you waiting for? Men know nothing of strength. But you will.
Oh look, he's Squall. Yeah, he's fucking blasting zoning me. Now throw back at him. Oh, or not. Oh. Oh!
You dare!
I got your sword now, bitch.
Could it be you have made a weapon of your weakness? My apologies. You are not the fool I took you for. And so it ends.
No!
Don't tell me you are tired, Mythos! Your stubborn defiance has stirred my long-becalmed heart, filling it with a joy that I have not known for generations!
I don't like that you're the one getting off on this.
A tantalizing kiss of self-indulgence, a dream forever out of reach! And now that its sweet ruin courses through my veins, I shall not be quick to relinquish it. Show me your work, Mythos, that I might revel in it! is come. Rejoice as our souls are granted peace unending.
How do you know this day will come? What proof?
You know what? I'm just gonna do this from behind you. You want to shoot a laser? I'm also gonna shoot a laser.
Your mere existence is proof of the Lord's grand design.
I'll never serve your god!
Oh. Hey, I remember this from the trailer.
My heart, it soars as it did the day I won Ash. Since then, many have sought my crown, Ethos, but none could wrest it from my head. Come! Have you the strength? Have you the will?
This dude's having too much fun. You're not supposed to have more fun than me.
Is at an end.
And we both know the truth. It is I who stand victorious. My will that prevailed.
Your will? No. It was his. Clive Rossfield.
So I gotta come get those powers real quick, bitch. Yeah, I probably still have an Ifrit versus Odin fight to do where he goes absolutely ballistic.
Perhaps there is strength in will. Would that I had not relinquished my own.
You relinquished nothing. What was it, if not will, that made you strive for a new world? Strive to win your master's approval? You were shown a fantasy, and you chose to believe it. But you were wrong. There is no world but the one we live in. And that world is worth saving, even if it means killing a god.
He's giving me his power right now.
Bold words. From one who has served the Lord so well.
This is pointless.
But I almost forgot. I promised that I would make you presentable. Did I not? We shall fulfill our destinies. Just as the Lord's Mother Crystals have fulfilled theirs. Come, Clive Rossfield. Take what is rightfully yours. Become one with God.
No!
At long last, salvation. I'm coming home. Mother.
Tell me, how does it feel?
Shut up, Ultima.
Show yourself! Face me!
How does it feel to consume your rival's strength, to gorge yourself on their beam, to edge step by trembling step ever closer to the divine? With or without a will, you are still but a vessel, our vessel. Behold, how your body shudders in anticipation of its fate.
It's not yours yet.
No. Come then, O wayward child. We shall await you upon the back of the first worm. There, all shall end and begin again.
Yes, but before that, hunts. Still a lot of Akashic in the Dalmek city.
Quickly, my lord, quickly!
Why the hell is my city crawling with the Akashic?
Don't ask me, ask them!
Damn.
Since when was Eugen Hamel one to hide when there was a fight to be had?
Since they stripped me of my rank and banished me from the battlefield. Now I'm stuck wiping the backsides of this lot while the city burns and my wife tails off with a man half my age! And then you turn up! What the hell are you doing here anyway?
What indeed?
The enemy numbers 200,000 or more, counting yours. There are simply not enough soldiers garrisoned in the capital to repel an army of that size.
Then one of the central keep,
Held by a contingent of soldiers and bearers from the surrounding boroughs. They are the sole reason it still stands. And all it took was an army on their doorstep to bring them together.
the prospect of death does put things into perspective.
Perspective. Perhaps it's what we've lacked all along.
Byron, I've watched you kill way more than this number.
I need you to lend me some of your best men, preferably all of them.
My best men! Does it look like I'm really
I admit this might not be the most convenient time, but my nephew's in trouble, and I may have already promised him your help.
Your nephew, the outlaw. My soldiers have better things to do than die for nothing.
And you and he are of the same mind. I fights for the opposite. He fights for a world in which we shouldn't have to live and die for nothing. And he fights today to give us all a chance of a better tomorrow.
Be that as it may, a handful of men cannot stand against a kingdom.
You wanna bet?
Then mayhap they are
Dion.
the wrong men.
My man.
And I'll be damned.
Our numbers are few, but I shall rally as many of my dragoons as I'm able. You, apprise the Lord Strategist of the state of the city's defenses.
Yes, Your Radiance.
And you would fight alongside us.
I owe the Phoenix a debt.
Does this vouch for my nephews?
Aye, but I still have my doubts about you.
Which we can discuss later.
Indeed.
You said you had men garrisoned in the keep. Captain, do you know how many yet remain?
Allow me to confirm. Commander?
Whatever their number, Randalar will be needing
Gather the
them
bodies
all.
and build a pyre in the courtyard. Quickly.
Terence.
Terrence!
You will find a girl there.
A girl.
That's for the medicine girl.
We are in the middle of a war.
I owe her my life, and I always pay my debts. You are to see that she is provided for.
Dion, I cannot leave.
But you shall. If I am ever to be worthy of the forgiveness of our people, then I must earn it. And I must earn it by my hand, and my hand alone. Know that I do not ask this lightly.
And know that I will do it.
Farewell, Terence.
Farewell. My prince.
He made the Clive mistake of not kissing him.
Clive, thank fuck. You alright?
I am. But I'm a damn sight better for seeing you, Joshua.
And Barnabas.
The king is dead.
So they're all...
Don't worry, Gav will be your baby daddy's stepdaddy. Or your baby's new stepdaddy.
They are, but so is their killer. He can't hurt anyone anymore. You're safe.
Gav, we need to talk.
I'm sorry, Clive. You know I want nothing more than to go with you.
I do. But I'm glad you're heading back to the Enterprise nonetheless. And not just for Edda's sake. Our people need to know what happened here.
You can count on me.
As can she, I hope.
Thank you, my lords.
Do you think that was wise?
Yes.
Wiser than leaving a woman with child alone in the Deadlands. They'll be safer at the hideaway. For now, at least. This land is overrun with Akashic. The king himself was long turned, albeit by choice, all to serve Ultima in his damnable quest to forge the perfect vessel.
The chaos Barnabas wreaked upon nation after nation. How many were killed for this?
You don't want the answer to that question.
He didn't consider it killing. Or a mercy of sorts. A way to end their suffering. He truly wanted to save mankind, and ultimately use that.
As he uses us.
But why us? What are we?
What are we? We are dominance. That is our fate. But that doesn't mean we have to accept it, which is why we fight. For the right to deny it. Is that not so?
It is. For our sins. Barnabas said something else. That the Mother Crystals were Ultimas.
Ultimas? Are you certain?
We know that the Mother Crystals have been leading the land of Ether.
Needs ether in a vessel.
And we also know that it's this which hastens the spread of the blight. But what I cannot fathom is what Ultima stands to gain from that. What did you find at the stronghold?
The truth about Ultima's prize. For so long, I believed it to be you. And you alone.
But it is us.
Yet, it is not merely a fruit that he desires, but a fruit and phoenix both. That which we became in the skies over Twinside. Only when the twin flames are joined shall his vessel be complete. Quite why he needs a vessel is another question. Unless there is something he cannot achieve without one. Something his immaterial form precludes. Something requiring an unthinkable amount of ether and a body resilient enough to channel it. If I did not know better, brother, I would think that he meant to cast a spell.
Meteor.
A spell 1,000 years in the making. A spell to end all spells.
And he cannot do it without us. Nor without the Mother Crystals. But if we destroy them all,
common sense would be Ultima.
We will stop not only the blight,
but
Ultima as well.
I was thinking more of the Final Fantasy
stick to
VII
the plan,
reference.
then. Only this time,
he wants to cast
We
Cura.
face him together.
Specifically Cura.
Well, it's a long walk to Stone here. Let's not keep Ultima waiting.
Optimized Ultima. Okay, but what about those hunts? The power of darkness. It's time for the judgment nut. What does mastering this do? Maximum level is Antetsuken of 5. Yeah, individual attacks. Yeah, so it said that. Attacks with Odin's Blade do not fill the limit gauge. Striking an enemy or landing an ability with Odin's Blade fills the Zentetsuken gauge. Hold square to ready Zentetsuken. Potency and complexity increase with gauge level. Pressing square immediately following precision dodge while the Armor of Darkness is active will result in a powerful attack called Flash of Steel. Pressing square with after a successful parry will perform a steel counter. And those are the efficient methods of getting the Zentetsuken gauge. We have Dancing Steel, which is the dual blade attack, actually. This will move between nearby enemies. Landing hits fills the Zentetsuken gauge. Yeah, so it looks like when you're playing as Odin, you're almost fully committing to the Zentetsuken versus anything else. Which is fine, because I feel like that's exactly what anyone who plays Odin is going to fucking want anyway. Rift Slip. This is the time slow one, yeah. And you can use it to animation cancel other skills. It's tempting, but it's really hard to decide what to get rid of for that. I think it might be time. Actually, let me see what the other aspects of them were. 2, 2, 5. Yeah, the will damage is very low, so it seems like it does seem like something you specifically commit to after a stagger. Which is actually kind of tough for me personally to want to commit to. That's something I would do for fun, but would I want to do it in actual place of this? I guess it depends. Because my whole thing is just repeatedly staggering and then going ham with the limit gauge, which has proved very fucking effective. However, you're very self-sufficient in that mode. I'll have to find the stone and give it a try. Oh, good, a side quest. Already found one. Hey, any more? I found more.
When Barnabas fell.
Where are the... Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it's like a whole different play style. Yeah, 1.5 for now is the maximum. Who knows if that changes. But before that... Where are we at? See, I could see taking... Oh, my God. I could see taking Rift Slip. Oh, my God. They're all in Wallowwood. Oh, no. We've got Usher to the Underworld and the Blood Moon. Okay, so Gilded Path. Travelers of the Gilded Path, illuminating shadowy canyons. All right, let me do the weak ones first, I guess. Aesla was where I just was, so that's in the fucking town. Crichton Hollow and Halfcombe. I want to do those first. Ultima be hitting me with the hat please emote when I fucking go looking for shit. Yeah, so there's one here. That's a roost. What's Wolfdar? Yeah, I think the other ones are beyond. Probably one by the... Oh, here's Halfcombe. And so that one's probably here. And the last one was... Crichton Hollow. So I don't think I have that yet. So I think I can go do these two real quick. And then I'll go do the S ranks. She's not at the hideout. She's on the boat. She's on the boat off the shore. Ah, there he is.
Have care.
Gobbermouch. Nice Viking helmet.
How the hell did we cross the strait?
Dion and Terrence. Mercury.
All yours, Torgal.
Oh, damn. I was hoping to get a parry there. No, I want to parry you. Oh, okay. Well, that parry failed. Little swing! It's the same attack as before. Wow, okay, that one was super easy to parry. It's the same as the fucking ogre attack, but it's just from a goblin instead. I like that. So I don't know what that name translates to. Does anyone happen to know if it translates to Little Murderer? It's the only name I could suspect as like a random guess for a goblin that's this strong. Hey, the twin beams! Josh liked my idea. Which name? Gobbermouch? I think it was Gobbermouch. I just want to know what it translates to.
Your journey ends here.
I was trying to think if it was a reference, if it was just like another language reference, because they've done that with a few of the hunts, where they do like plays on the names from before. Just a busybody? Okay. Was worth a shot. Just didn't know. Figured I'd ask.
Let's go.
Always worth trying to learn something new. That way just yet. Here we go.
Thanks, Gal.
Wait, where's Rudra? I found one. Where's the other? I want my twin swords.
Look who's here to meet us. Pity they don't seem fond of visitors.
very afraid about what happens when that thing breaks out of that. Never mind, no longer afraid. Okay, still mildly afraid of what happens. Oh, alright, well. Thanks, Josh. Not this regen bullshit. Okay, well, you know what? You can stay up there. I'm gonna just do this. Oh, wow, he actually didn't have his immunity yet. I think I got him. There's the stone tongue I was looking for.
I've had warmer welcomes.
Not how I expected that to end, but I'll take it. It's just stuck in the air. I was surprised that caused a stagger when he came down. I think it was like 106,000 or something like that. The Gilded Tongue. Silken Strand, Lazarus, Sorrow-Wise. Oh, this was in Sambrek, I think. Clearview, Dragon's Area, Glory Ice, Moonbroom, Royal Meadows, more. I'm thinking of the wrong zone altogether. That's Dalmekia. Gilded Path. That's what I was looking for. It's probably right here. There was a hunt here earlier. Those who walk the Gilded Path. Yeah, might as well take a look.
Welcome, welcome.
30%, Jesus Christ.
I can't carry it for you. Of course. Anything else?
Yeah, I plan to, Hollow. Is there anywhere else it would appear on the Gilded Path? I'm gonna assume, because there was a hunt over here before as well. Oh, I still have to upgrade my sword once more, actually.
Fly, Ambrosia.
This one's just a regular-ass sword, isn't it? Yes. Oh, it's not regular. It's the Ragnarok, but it's not the same color as the other one, so I forgot. Yeah, I need to... I think I have everything to upgrade that now. Alright, so the thing isn't here.
No holding back.
If it's not here, then it might be in Titan's Wake. I'll just run along the Gilded Path. One word review. Yes. Is there any other part that's considered? No. Might be in that little hump down there. I'll just run along it. See you later, Orc. There's some Revenants. I might as well loop all the way over here. Nope. I didn't technically check up through here. This just seems like too small of a path for said thing. Josh is like, so we gonna do anything about that or no? This is Titan's Wake. Maybe I should go back and read it, because it mentioned the Gilded Path, but it could be that. Oh my god! Hey, you leave Ambrosia out of this. Oh wow, it was actually at the edge of its aggro range too. In that case, I'm just going to keep going.
Come on. Faster.
Those who walk the Gilded Path. If it is truly believed. Well, I mean, if it was going to be anywhere, it would be amongst fallen shit.
Thanks, Gal.
No, your Chocobo just kicks you off whenever you hit one of those points. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go back and read it again. There's one spot that had fallen mobs. It's possible I just kill them and it appears.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
It would be the first one that works like that. I've no other one has had like a pre-spawn condition. But I'll just read it again. It is in Titan's Wake, so I was kind of close. Yeah, Titan's Wake and the Croc. Okay, that's why I just hadn't finished checking. So then it's here, here, here. That's it. A lot of those are question mark, question mark, question mark. So I'm used to finding them on my own. I'll worry about the swords later. Rather focus on one thing at a time. mind me.
This won't be easy.
Alright, so it's gotta be either where I just was. Stop following me. Goblin here. Seemed to imply that I walked right past it. Or that it's up in the main path of my way. Which makes sense given these ruins right here if I'd probably kept walking. I suspect that I would have seen it. Unless it jumps down from up top. Yep, there it is. That's just one of these things. Thanatos! Oh my word. This thing just fucking shoots lasers non-stop, huh? This thing literally just does that. It just shoots lasers. Okay. I'm not gonna mess around with that. Oh my word, he almost killed me there because I thought I was gonna break him. Shizu, thanks for the 8 months. Oh, I'm having plenty of fun. Nice. I just didn't expect him to hit me so hard. Hey, level up. Dark Steel? I think I needed that anyway for the other sword. And the other one was in the Croc, which was in Sambrak, if memory serves. The Novent, Lobert's Pass. Advent, the Holy Eye, Clairview. Ah, it's where I fought the Bomb King before. Okie dokie. All of it. Cipro. The answer is yes, Cipro. I actually got more time out of areas than I thought I was going to. I haven't even done the final field area yet.
Run like the wind.
But thank you for the 8 months. It won't be final. There's no reason to expect that. It'll be the exact same hunts. That's super unreasonable to think of. I could understand maybe hoping there was like 1 or 2 new ones. That's reasonable.
You deserve a rest.
Terminus. Fitting that Terminus is shaped like a moon.
Looks like we're working something up. Only one thing for it.
Hunts aren't field mobs. Very simply put, they're boss fights crafted for specific areas. I was gonna say, can I just do that to build my LB a bunch? Oh, well, I got a little too overconfident now. Ow! I'll just finish you. Well, I mean, there's a training mode if I want to test that. I don't need hunts.
Sweet dreams.
That's what ye old training mode would be good for. Alright, now let me grab this quest. And I'm looking for... What was the name of the area? I'll remember it if I see it. What do you mean you can make them just as aggressive and it has like every mob in the game? It's the same thing. They don't just sit there and wait for you to hit them. You give them like aggressive notes and things. You just pick whatever you want. The stakes is looking like a fucking idiot in front of however many people you're streaming to. Those are always the stakes. Yeah, send me some steaks real quick. Can I have some steaks now? Please? Por favor? Por favor, meat?
You are right, Joshua. Bodies up ahead.
Is there no peace for a dying man?
What happened here?
I'll have 10 medium rare.
The ether floods made savage beasts of my companions. And those faithless orcs, I knew they weren't to be trusted. We were told that they would stay loyal to our cause. Something commanded their loyalty, but it was not us.
It's a wonder they stayed faithful for so long.
Perhaps they sensed our downfall. The king is gone, our nation in ruins. What becomes of us loyal pawns now? Sworn to a shattered throne. Fuck Walud. Fuck the dead king and his god. Fuck this withered shithole. The floods do not affect you. You are a bearer, albeit one who's lost his brand. Pray, hear me, brother. Will you grant this pawn his final wish? Will you lay my dying soul to rest?
Of course. What do you need?
Finally, some luck. Beyond the castle walls, towards Stonehere, there is a forest. Never turn. My parents are buried upon a bluff, nestled amongst the trees. Theirs was the only love I ever knew. I was torn from them in life, but perhaps I can return to them in death. Take my ring. See that it rests beside their bones.
May you find peace at last.
Wait, you're telling me there's another quest with a sad story? Never would have guessed. We'll get paid for the quest. We'll have to take it off of, you know, the corpse, but, you know, it's fine.
Don't tell me. The only way to the capital
is through that gate, just as you surmise.
There's an army down there, Joshua.
Hey, there's some
Yes,
high notes and
but I don't
positive
see any
notes
dominance.
strewn throughout. I love the use of the prelude in this zone, by the way. In case you hadn't noticed the prelude being used. Ah, Crit and Hollow. That's where I needed to go. See, I told you as soon as I saw it, I would recognize it. Once I get another teleport point, I'm gonna head back, though. I gotta see if I have the materials for that sword.
Not an unturned soldier in sight.
Then we end their suffering.
God, I'm so cool.
You don't think all this
is for us? I would quite a past off now. He's made nothing easy so far.
Stop sending more.
Go on. Do I have a choice? Nice try.
No, I haven't done anything besides those ones. It's a lot of dudes. I want to meet this orc's mother. How did it even get that big?
Joshua, this one's bigger than the others.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
By the look of it.
Figured culling the herd probably mattered more than anything else. Behind that little mine. Sometimes it doesn't matter if they're staggered. Sometimes you just gotta murder. That was a chunky amount of EXP from that. Josh?
We can rest here if you like.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
That's a bold-faced fucking lie. Well, there's no ether floods right here. In some places they are.
Look, Clive.
By the Founder. The place is a fortress.
That's a pretty far walk, if I may say so myself. There should just be the one left here. Okay, well, there's nothing new. I've already seen the new ones. Crichton Hollow has a hunt somewhere. Where is a good question. Yeah, Mom died yesterday.
Ready, go? Yes.
Whoa! Don't do that.
What do you suppose that is? It's not on Vivian's map.
Probably for a good reason.
Right. Just down here.
No? Let me in? If it's not on our map, I want to know now. The uh-oh, never mind. It's the Balmung Dark. That's what I believe the name you're looking for is the Quicksand. And now I don't want to know. So that's gonna have something dangerous later. Got it. God fucking damn it. The question is where this hunt is. If it's not up here, then it's probably right below me. No, I haven't done any EXP grinding. I just do every hunt that pops up. There's not really great ways to EXP grind in the first place. You just gotta fight shit. Especially because stages have set amounts of mobs. You can't like... Well, I mean, technically, if you can go down multiple paths and you choose to go down both of them, I suppose. Like if you like double back. Maybe no. I mean, it's the same thing. AP, EXP, you pretty much earn at the same pace.
No villages. No knights. Not even any bodies. One could almost believe the whole kingdom had turned to Kashyyyk.
I believe that is most likely the case, Clive. I forgot what mob it even is out here that I'm looking for.
Let's go.
Like what the actual hunt mob is. It's alright, I'll just ride around. I'll find it eventually. I actually don't like Will of the Wisps, like, at all. Mostly because I don't need the no-hit property on it at all. So it loses a lot of value. Actually, I think it was a Coral. It might be this. And I find a lot of other skills I have just do more. Yep. Hey, look, it's Coral Regina.
Safe.
No, it's Coral Regina. Although this one's got smaller horns.
That's no ordinary car.
Trying to do that dodge there does not result in what I want. Oh, my lightning... I cancel out my lightning rod too quick. That's what happened. Oh my word.
Nice try.
Okay. But I just wanted it to be Coral Regina. Ah, he's dead. What it actually was doesn't sate my desire for it to just be called Coral Regina.
Let's hope it was the last.
Okay, so that's the hunt I needed. Now I have the actual quest over here. That's got me all caught up on hunts. For now. Of course for now, it's not gonna be forever. It's the second time you've done this to me. That's what you get for knocking me off my chocobo. You fucking deserve that and you know it. Ooh. Oh, no, never mind. Thought that was something completely different.
You'll be able to see all the way to Stone here.
Here you go, pal.
As fine a resting place as any man could hope for. Reunited with those he loves at last.
Don't worry, I'll just grave rob them for my money.
Let's go.
Yeah.
This place looks very fun. I'm mostly assuming the Balmung Dark is where a nice, fun behemoth boss is going to be waiting for me.
Everything about this place bothers me.
Yeah, Josh has the right of it. No, he just whistled with his lips. Enemies are like, oh, he's doing story. Hold on, we'll stop.
The calm before the storm.
There's only one way into that city. Across the bridge. Through the main gate. Right into the midst of whatever is left of the late King's army. Are you ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Why would it feel like Final Fantasy X? Why that one in particular? Alright, let me pee real quick. I gotta pee right back. Alright, we're good. Let me move this over. Alright, no other distractions. Into Waloed we go. Hydrate. Alright, well, I mean, I just emptied the bladder, so here we go.
Stroke of good fortune, perhaps?
I hope you're right.
So do I.
Clive killed Barnabas. 3 of the other nations have now joined forces. And Joshua and I are going to meet Ultima. just chilling on a ship. Protecting it. I like how every time someone sees me with Shiva powers and Jill not in the party, they're just like instant despair if they don't know. They're like, I've seen what's happened the rest of this game. Pretty sure I have the material. Oh, well, there's a behemoth. I was just talking about a behemoth. I thought it was going to be someplace else.
That's a behemoth.
Who would be mad enough to tame such a beast?
Where are we, Clive? Well, that's never good.
Stand back.
I mean, I can just press R1, Josh. We'll be fine.
Get up. Here it comes.
That thing looks mean.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Oh, alright, that's fine. So where are the meteors I can use to block this? Because you're totally going to let me use a meteor on the ground to block this.
No! Stand back! I'll conjure a ward!
Yeah, now's not the time, Josh.
Joshua!
I was gonna say, you better turn into Ifrit.
Desperate times.
Clive, no!
Trust me. I'm your shield, remember?
My man's about to fucking open palm an ecliptic meteor.
This might be a job for Ifrit!
And why would you turn to him, brother?
Oh, it came out of the frame. Oh, God.
Nice try.
Oh, God. I'm trying to time that for a permafrost. I sure did find a behemoth, although one might argue he found me.
Nice try.
Goodbye. Oh, he's got to do one last meteor on death. Otherwise, he's not. Yeah, he's doing the behemoth thing. Yeah. I mean, I thought about it, but I was like, I wonder. He's not a king behemoth. I wonder if they'll bother. Yeah, the meteor on death. Extinction. The other attack was more extinction than that one. Ah, nice. While it certainly hasn't stopped kings and emperors throughout history from trying, every attempt to tame behemoths has invariably ended in tragic failure. Rather, it had until the kingdom of Waloed discovered a means to influence the beast's primitive mind in the form of an enchanted shackle that presumably works similarly to crystal fetters, but without impeding ethereal channeling.
Quickly, before we're cut off for good.
If it is like the others, the entrance to the inner sanctum will be at the foot of the crystal. We're almost there.
Too bad you know Ultima will be waiting. Oh, hey, what's up? I got a shackle. Just a crafting material. Give me the money. Game of a year? Is that what the A stands for? Game of my year. Oh my god, I turned to face the wrong thing. That's fine, that did the trick still. I think Heat Wave is still among my favorites. Heat Wave is just so universally useful. Alright. I don't know why you would think I beat the final boss at literally any point. Then again, I don't know half of the things you say. Wait. No, Torgal, that's the one I... You know what? Now it's fine. No, I'm not using any Odin skills. Odin skills largely work for his, like, particular mechanic. Right now, I don't really want to use that mechanic. I'm quite a big fan of my own. The limit gauge. What's going on, Manivero? I'm doing swell.
Not what I was expecting.
I'm willing to bet that a full Zantetsuken gauge probably is the highest output without actually testing it, just because of what it asks you to do. I'd be willing to bet.
Once we step onto that bridge, we'll be easy targets.
Okay.
Then we better move quickly.
Agreed. Well, they're fucking dead. See you later.
Come on then. What are you waiting for?
Oh, that was the shockwave. A little overkill, but no overkill like Bahamut.
Through the castle, then.
I don't see any other way.
Loot. Satellite will accessory is pretty good. I've been contemplating using it the whole time. I just don't auto-attack or press triangle enough just outside of doing other things. Yeah, except I do more damage than both. Well, not Knights of the Round, but on Eden, yeah. Except that I can out-damage Eden very easily.
Ultima's corruption knows no bounds. We cannot allow it to spread any further.
And we won't. Nice try.
I think I got him. I just never get tired of that combo. Loot! I see loot. Actually, that was working. In an unintended way. I mean, there's nothing to spend it on. What, am I going to spend it on skills I'm not actually using? Like, eventually I'll spend them just for the sake of maxing everything out, but every skill I want and have is equipped. Did I upgrade? Actually, there's one thing I'm questioning. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. It's 50 in normal mode and 100 in Final Fantasy mode for levels. Honestly, I think my absolute favorite skill is probably this Thunder Rod. Somebody asked earlier what my favorite one is, and I've kind of just taken it for granted, but the Thunder Rod, I think, probably takes the cake. Ah, there we go. Oops.
Let's hope this works.
What you got for me now? Well, oh, these dudes.
Clive. Of course there's more. There's always fucking more.
Say, what's next? No, just... Why does it have to be one or the other? Hey! We were just wondering when we would run into an Akashic version of you. Oh, I got slightly too close, though.
Farewell.
Yeah, I don't think so, pal. I'll take a level. Never get tired of never get tired of that fucking combo. It just does so much.
There's no end to them.
That's fine, I can take him.
The whole bloody army's here. Stand back, Joshua. I'm summoning Ifrit.
Stop, Clive. You mustn't. We still have a long way to go. If you tap your strength here, you'll have none left to destroy the heart.
Then you'd rather die?
Hey, mid. See, even the Akashic are like, what?
Jill.
Oh, look, see, she can still use it. She's not as useless as the other ones when they get absorbed. And neither is Dion.
She's not alone.
Surprised to see us.
How did you?
Gav. He told us exactly where you'd be. Even sniffed out a crack in the castle wall.
Gavin,
and when we
stop
saw the heavens
sniffing
come
cracks.
crashing down, we had no choice but to believe him. It's been quite a day.
To what do we owe this honor?
A debt I will see repaid.
Prince Dion. It's good to see you well.
So, this must be Ifrit. Your uncle bade me give you a message. Listen to your heart, and guide your steel true. Your father would expect no less. That is all.
Thank you.
For everything, Your Highness.
Dion, please.
You do realize the only thing we've freed so far is this wall from its foundations, right? Now, if your lord and ladyship's quite finished.
Well said, Gav. We have work to do.
Even Goots is here. He's probably gonna sell me items before the next mission.
But don't suppose there's out I can say to make you change your mind. So I'll just tell you to stay safe. Nan won't take kindly to losing her best customer, especially after letting us carry all this stuff all the way to Ash.
And we wouldn't want to anger old Nan.
You mean you'll buy some off us? Welcome to Goots's Toll.
Slightly higher defense. I will take one orchestrion roll.
Else you need?
Yes.
Righto, here you go. Thank you.
Interesting. Hello, Pook's nurse. Take care of him.
How else I can do for you?
The Everdark. Wait, so what do I need for this? Ah, Dark Steel. Wait, the Everdark's worse than my current sword. Alright. Oh, I can make
I
Ouroboros.
reckon I did a good job. Finished! I think. You don't want me to make yours out else?
Dude, come on. I look at all this shit that I got. Actually, I want to hear what Dion has to say.
There is still much I would learn of your tale, once this day is done. Till then, all who might come between me and such knowledge shall answer to my spear.
I do not envy them.
No, this is actually still considered part of the mission. You can't leave here.
If Sid were here today, I reckon he'd be proud of you, Clive.
He'd be proud of us all. I couldn't have made it this far without you, Torgal.
Each parting brings the hope of reunion. I missed you, Clive.
I missed you too.
You see, Clive, we're not alone. If we are to win the day, we must all play our part. And ours. Ours lies beyond those doors.
Oh, there's probably just more after
We
this.
fought long and hard for this moment. Sid's dream.
There's an entire arena I wasn't allowed to access, and parts of the map I can't access.
This final trial.
Also, they say final trial. Come on. And we're probably going to Metia. We're probably going to the Red Star.
You all know what it is that awaits us beyond this gate. And we shall face it together.
Aye.
Actually, we already had a battle in space. That's a lot of behemoths. And everything.
It seems our hosts would rather we remain. I will stay them.
We will stay them. Go!
Just don't keep us waiting.
Thank you.
Hey, Ultima.
Welcome, sons of fire.
Get in here, Torgal.
No! Come back.
What?
Torgal.
Joshua! Joshua! Wake up!
Clive, is that you? This isn't stone here.
Welcome to our darkness. A rift between worlds wherein your kind might reflect.
Show yourself!
Grave and many are the sins of man, and we would have you know them, all of them, as fate has seen fit to deliver you home. Consider this our welcoming gift.
It would seem we are trapped.
Thanks, Josh.
And the only way out is through Ultima. We find him, and we leave.
The interdimensional rift. So, Shinryu, Omega, where you at? I actually shouldn't be that surprised. One of the fallen bosses we fought was Necrophobe. Clive! I have waited 1,000 years for this moment!
If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning. When the world was still young, we visited upon it a miracle, magic, and in its light did all life flourish. Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night. Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
But if it was magic that caused the blight, what of the mother crystals?
I expect he'll tell us soon enough.
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies. And so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow, Valisthea. There would the true work begin, for the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution, the illness having spread to every organ. There was but one escape from this fate, to start afresh.
With a new world. The The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him. So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
And follow we shall. For now.
To forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
God.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke. Alone in a world bereft of his god's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own. And from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford. So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource. And the land, she wept tears of black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Not blind, just unwilling to admit the truth. But we're one and the same.
Give me a path.
Or what's left of him.
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become. Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being. The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction. But she may yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do, why we nursed you and fed you, as your own mother should have.
Yeah, but she's a bitch. Was a bitch.
And now that you are fully grown, Armuthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
To right your wrongs. If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all! What?
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
Chaos?
My friends. My family.
He's actually the top half of
We have all
that Rock Depoxa looking
all
thing.
fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken. But it's all we have. And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore. It's us.
Bow down, offenders, hearts disdained.
Alright, that was ultra confusing, but I'll take it. Oh, damn, I was gonna try to counter that. Alright, don't try to do that. Got it. Using all of their powers against me. Alright, the frame drop during that is real. That's like the first actual frame drop I've had in a fight. Makes that very hard to deal with.
You're a fine hound.
Now you're fucked.
Such foul attaint may not be sublimed through gain-standing. Only with heads hung low is penance paid. O wretched mortals incapable even of contrition. In fitting season shall we reap our harvest.
Alright. Should not have tried to counter that. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, that thing is still chasing me. That's what I was looking to do last time.
Gifted this chance, and still you would raise your hand against the Lord.
What now? The darkness bends. He means to end us. It wouldn't be the first time.
True.
But let's make it his last.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us.
He's got some tricky combos in there. Ricochet attack scared the shit out of me. That's pretty tempting. That's very good. That makes me want to play Zantetsu.
At last, for countless generations, have we awaited this moment. Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
I don't like that. Why is Sid gotta be here, Dad? Young Josh. Old Jill and young Jill.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try.
So why not leave it all behind?
Leave it all behind.
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
Clive!
I want to hear a Bork.
None of this is real. Wake up.
Thanks, Josh.
It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield. Look, Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
Damn it, Clive. Wake up. Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Muthos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering.
Now, I want to say the sky looks better, but I don't think it's going to stay that way.
And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
Man, these people at Twinside just can't catch a fucking break. And... oh. Oh, they're all fucking dead. Oh yeah, no, every single one of them is dead. It's the floating continent! Or it's another crystal tower.
The bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
We're back.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill! Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here. Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon.
Thank you.
Dion, just jump onto the ship. See? My man's a Dragoon, he can just jump away. You just have to hold off the last few of them.